What's up, guys? It's your boy the Mayboom, and I'm back for another video. We have now been seeing for Crown Jewel. LA Knight is about to face Roman Reigns, and now this is showing me. Well, I already knew because I've already gave Triple H his credit, but this is showing me he is doing this way different from like Vince. He's trying to give everybody a chance. Everybody's getting a chance. Everybody's getting an opportunity, and he's now giving LA Knight like that chance. And I think this just goes with LA Knight's rise, man. But let's start out the beginning. I was just watching a clip of was it Max Dupree or whatever, his old character with the models and stuff. But okay, I remember first seeing him in like Impact. I just seen glimpses of people. People act like they was watching Impact the whole time. If everybody knew who this guy was, why was Impact's ratings this low? So that's the first. I'm like, fans, why do y'all lie so much? That's the first thing that gets me kind of mad. But I first seen him off of like Impact. I would see like clips of these guys. Like what's his name? Magnus is the same thing. I was like, I seen clips. I'm like, this is when TNA was like horrible. Nobody was watching. I remember seeing him, like, oh yeah, he's the world champion or whatever. And LA Knight was on there, or was it the guy? His name was forgot his name on there, but that was his character. He had a character on TNA. I barely saw him, but I know, okay. Once I see a face, it's locked in. I'm gonna remember that person. But then I stopped watching wrestling for a couple years, came back, and I see him again. I'm like, so he's in WWE now. He's in NXT now doing his thing. Then he's then I see him with this character, the model character. I'm like, well, he's about to get fired. He's about to get fired. This before Vince got I guess removed as the head of creative or whatever. And he had this model character, like he about to get fired, and that's the end of it. Then Triple H comes in. He comes in and gives LA Knight his old character back. This is my first time seeing the character, so he has the same character. I didn't know much about it. I was like, he's just some like bland character, vanilla character. I'm like, I don't really care for him. And then he started feuding with Bray Wyatt. That's my boy, R.I.P. Bray. He started doing the feud with Bray Wyatt, and he started feuding with Bray Wyatt, and man, good feud, like fun feud, man. And you start to see his character, I guess his charisma or whatever, his character. It's like, oh, this is really good. Like this is a good talker. And then I'm like, he's kind of doing a good feud, Bray Wyatt. Man, I believe him. Like even though he's gonna get destroyed by Bray Wyatt, this is like a 2-month feud too. They carried it. He carried, and Bray Wyatt carried all the way to Royal Rumble, man. And he did a really good job, like carrying the feud. Like they both did a good job, man. Then he lost to Bray Wyatt. And then after that, I was like, okay. After a couple weeks, I'm like, okay, this guy's really good. I like the way he talks. He talks like The Rock. And I didn't see the Stone Cold comparison, but he talks like The Rock. I'm like, oh, I see it now. Like he does talk like The Rock. And The Rock is amazing. Like copy from people. Kind of take some of their stuff, and you could be great too. But yeah, then I remember a couple months before he started feuding Bray Wyatt. Vince got removed. He got the LA Knight character back. Then for WrestleMania, it's like, what's he doing? They didn't have a plan for him yet. And I was talking about the flaw with Triple H's writing. Once Triple H has an idea, he cannot put anything else in there. That's the one thing I'm like, if something's hot, you gotta get on it, man. You gotta get on it. If it's hot sometimes, you gotta get on it, or before it's too late. I feel like they're messing up with Dominic Mysterio, and I was like, that guy was hard. He was already he was hot enough for you to already push already. He should be out the Judgment Day. He just does nothing now. It's like, why does he have nothing planned, man? This kind of disappointing. He's winning the title that nobody knows about. Nobody knows about that NXT title. The same things with LA Knight. He didn't do nothing for WrestleMania. And a couple months after that, he wasn't doing nothing either. So the rise, I guess, started at, we really was hyping him up ourselves. It was really the fans' credit. We should really give him more credit. So it was, I believe it was the Money in the Bank first. They put him in the Money in the Bank match, and everyone's like, okay, he's going to win the Money in the Bank. He can win it and cash it in. That's what should have happened, but I feel like there's a line in Triple H, the way Triple H does it, it's a line for everything, and he has made it to where LA Knight was in the back of the line, so Damian Priest got the opportunity. Him and LA Knight's around the same age, and like he could get it too. I think LA Knight was better though. It's like you give the person that's better the opportunity, and Damian Priest is still figuring it out, man. We still don't. He's like, he's okay, but it's like we don't really care for him like that. I'm not gonna lie. Probably should stay with the Judgment Day, because once he gets away from them, he's gonna like lose it all. He's gonna lose it all. I'm sorry. And they gave him the Money in the Bank. People don't even know if he's gonna win the Money in the Bank. It's kind of like he might not even win it. So it's kind of oh no. And LA Knight lost. People was mad like you should just make LA Knight win it. And then you got the SummerSlam Battle Royal thing. This was really nothing. It's really nothing. This is what I'm talking about. This line Triple H has. He didn't have nothing for LA Knight, but I think he was just trying to give us something. Give us something. The fans were ready for LA Knight to win. And I believe LA Knight won that. LA Knight won that, and it was a cool moment. It didn't mean anything. We just made it feel like it was something. He did win that Battle Royal, and that was a cool moment, I guess. And then he moved on. I don't think LA Knight did anything for the next month, and then he had a feud with The Miz. The Miz and him had a fun feud. I feel like The Miz, if you face The Miz, that means that's your way of getting into, okay, we got plans for you. And this didn't mean anything either, but at least he won a match against The Miz. He won a match against The Miz. I was like, okay, he's winning matches now. That's good. At least he's winning now. That's a cool first step. Then John Cena got involved. Him and John Cena started getting involved with each other. This does mean something because you're getting respect from John Cena. You're getting to work with John Cena. That's pretty cool. So him and John Cena start working together and beating people up. Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa faced them at Payback, I believe. Was it Payback or Fastlane? It might have been Fastlane, but Fastlane. LA Knight and John Cena beat Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa, and then a week after that, he beat Solo Sikoa on SmackDown. Now Roman Reigns is back, and LA Knight is feuding with Roman Reigns. And it took basically a whole year to get to this point, but LA Knight is actually doing something now. He's getting closer, but he's still gonna lose. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but I'm gonna at least say that Triple H is trying to give people chances. We're seeing the rise of LA Knight. He ain't done nothing yet, but at least he's getting opportunities. So at least that's the main thing. If you like something, if you like a character, you shouldn't get shamed for liking the character. That's the difference between Vince and Triple H. Triple H is trying to give us the stuff we like. Like, we like LA Knight. Like, so he's trying to make it to where we actually get what we want. Because this was happening for years. It was like, people really was getting shamed for making something work. Like, that's basically what happened with Rusev. Rusev had something work, and if, like, they didn't do anything. I was just watching an interview with Chris Van Vliet. Shout out Chris Van Vliet, but I was watching an interview with Wade Barrett, and he was talking about the Bad News Barrett character. He got it over, and they still didn't work with it. And he didn't want to do the King Barrett stuff, and they made him do the King Barrett stuff, and he was like, what am I doing? What's the point of... The whole point is you're supposed to rise and make money. And that's the sad truth about WWE. And I know CM Punk said it already, but it's a glass ceiling. They choose who's going to be at the top. It don't matter if you get popular or whatever. That actually messes them up. It messes up what they plan. So if you get popular, they shame you for it. They try to get rid of you so they can push their guys. And that's so swag. So I think this is a very good thing. The flaw with this is, though, for some reason, WWE doesn't like to pay their wrestlers like that much. So if LA Knight gets popular, he starts making people popular and actually pushing people. Unless they change the way they pay their wrestlers, they gotta change the way they pay their wrestlers. If you get hot, they're gonna release somebody else, a bigger star. I feel like that might have happened to Dolph Ziggler a little bit. They're gonna start releasing big names that you like, what? They gotta release them now because they're paying wrestlers more and more because they're trying to push everybody. And yeah, man, I'm love seeing the rise of LA Knight though, but that's just the harsh truth of it though. If somebody gets popular, they might have to release bigger stars because they don't like paying wrestlers enough money, and they're making $7-9 million to $1 billion, and they still don't want to pay wrestlers that much money. And I just hope it changes, but this is the rise of LA Knight. At least he's getting a chance now. It ain't much of a chance yet, but he is getting a chance. And he's going to face Roman Reigns probably at the main event of a pay-per-view. It's kind of a filler pay-per-view, but it's still a match. It's something. So, Tell me how y'all feel about it. Y'all like this rise of LA Knight? Y'all feel like he's gonna eventually get somewhere? Been hearing him and Logan Paul at WrestleMania, so I hope he gets somewhere, man. It's gonna be a while. It's about to be. It's about a year now, so I hope he eventually wins something, man. Cause he needs it, man. He needs it, man. We're really pushing him, man, and I hope eventually WWE's like, man, you know, we're gonna give him a shot. Let's give him a shot, and yeah, man. Peace out, y'all. Anime Boom, out, peace.